Okay guys, this is again David from Sherlock and Key Locksmith. We're working here on a VW Jetta or Passat. It's the same idea. 2012 from 2000 on Jetta from 2010 and 2009, somewhere around there, until 2000, basically until 2020. It's not OBD anymore if it's not add a key. If it's all keys lost, we have to take out the cluster on this 2012 and work behind it, and I will get to that in a minute. And meanwhile, I took out the XP400, the XP200 and IM508, and I'll continue the video from here. We're gonna go into Audi. Let's try to get a better light. So before I take out the cluster, we're gonna go to auto detect, move it to see. So I read the van. It doesn't have enough battery. We will have to charge this car. German cars, you will want to have 12 volt. But before I charge this car, I'm gonna have to disconnect the plus and the minus to take out the cluster. I'll get to that next. Okay guys, again we have to open the internet, so we're gonna go to run the VIN automatically. That's gonna decode the VIN. I found the VIN, and we'll continue from. Okay guys, so I'm gonna choose on Mexico Jetta 2005 2018.
Just something came up last minute.
Do yes.
It came up last minute.
Okay guys, I'm gonna press Control Unit, and then I'm gonna go to, so like I said, next one you're gonna go to immobilizer, and you're gonna go on automatic detection. Let's wait for it to load. So I found the right one. Now okay guys, I'm going to continue from here. Sorry, I'm just also doing phone calls and also doing everything together. We're going to go to ABS backup. Once we press that, it's going to start backing up the ABS code. Backup finish, click ABS recover button if needed. Okay, once we're done, now we're going to go back over here to all keys lost dump mode. Okay guys, once we're in here, we're going to do start when we're still connected over here to the OBD. It's doing again OBD coding backup in progress. Read EEPROM via programmer. For this operation, please use the programmer for trip read and write. The ongoing process is non-integerable and improper. Okay, so what he's warning us basically of this chip cannot be restored. Don't ruin the chip basically. It's pretty simple what we're doing now. The chip is telling you remove the 24C64. Now we're not going to remove it. We're going to work with the cable, and I'll show you with the XP200 how it works without ruining anything. Just do it carefully and be cautious when you're doing it. While we're taking out the cluster, and we have to take out the cluster, the instrument cluster, we take out the battery first. So we're going to take the battery out of the car. We're not going to take it out. Like, we'll take off the minus of the battery, plus and minus, rather that. In this case scenario, you're going to rate OK. It's going to tell you, do you want to save the EEPROM data, original, we'll continue from there. Okay guys, so we already took out the dash. We took it out apart. In this case scenario, in this Jetta, it's pretty annoying a little bit in the beginning. If you didn't do it a few times, this AC comes out basically. All the plastic around, all the trim around comes out, and then you have over here 2 Allen wrenches. We already took out the battery. You took out the battery, right, Zach?
Took off
the plus and minus. And take out, yeah, plus and a minus. And we'll continue from here after taking out both of these screws that have to come out. Okay guys, once both of those screws are out, so this comes out. In the back, there's a few cables you're gonna have to take apart, and I'll show what I'm talking about in a minute. I usually take a flat screwdriver or an ice pick, and I'll show where I press usually. Okay, so we're gonna try to show you what I'm doing. I put this aside like this. I'm gonna press with the ice pick on the blue one and move this one. So again, I'm pressing this down. I'm gonna take out the purple, so try to move the purple. I'm not ready yet, so again, I'm pressing this. I'm pressing this. I'm gonna take even a flat screwdriver just to make my life easier. At the same time, I'm pressing this, so here. So this comes up the clip, and then you take it out. This goes in and out in one way. So once this is out, can you show them the cluster? This is out, and I'll continue the video from here. So guys, I went one step too far, but anyhow, I'm going to continue from there. This is the dash in the back. That's what we're trying to take out. XP200. This comes out from the box on the 508. Usually it's here on the corner. I just took it from here. One thing we're going to need from here is going to be, can you hold this aside like this if you don't mind? One thing is, the important thing over here is this one, the clip. We'll continue from here. Okay guys, once we have it, we're just going to connect it like this. And I'm going to open this. So let me go get the tools for it, but we're going to open 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay guys, so once we have the right size, we're just going to open it. Once we got 4 of them out, 1, 2, 3, and 4, we're going to take a flat screwdriver. This is going to bother this to open, so I'm already going to cut it. You see, once we opened it, it gave us a little more space. We have here 1, and then this is already open. Usually you have to go also to the other side, another clip. Once this is out, we're going to take out the cluster. The chip is not here in the back. You first of all have to take this apart. The way to take this apart is, number one, we're gonna no, we don't even have to take that apart. Oh, okay. So you have here clips 1, 2. I don't know if you can see the clips, but these are clips. These are catching in place. You take it out carefully. Guys, I don't remember if it's this one, but I think it is, and that's where I'm going to stop. But basically, you're going to go here to around 70, and you're going to take this one out. Sometimes it's annoying to take it out. Same thing over here. Take it out, and this comes out like this. Catches on this basically. And just remember what side you're doing. Take pictures of everything for sure, because every cluster could be a little different. We take it out, we circle it like this. The same thing over here, this is the opposite way. Take it out. Once this is out, this one, okay, once we're out, sorry, we're in the confusion, we're gonna take these in the back apart like that. You're gonna see now I have much more space to work with. And the chip is right here, if I remember well. Yep. Okay. So you can see over here on the other side, it's 24C64. Once we have it, aside if you don't mind holding the phone like this. Exactly, we're gonna take the clip to leg number 1. It's going to be the red one over here. That's number 1. And this is leg number 1. Where you see the 2 starting, this is leg number 1 toward that. Once we do that, make sure it's good on it, really good on it. Once we do that, we're going to go back to the programmer. Yes. Do you want to save? Yes. What we're going to save it underneath is D and I, David and Asaya, working here. Okay. Connecting programmer. It's thinking. You can see the green light flashing many times. Hopefully you can see that in the video as well. So this is how it looks. Programmer failed to read original EEPROM. Read again. Let's see why. I'm going to fix the clip. Okay, and let's try it again. Again, it's thinking that you can see. I failed again. I'm gonna play with it until it succeeds. Okay guys, sorry. So the clip was not good on it. It's gonna do its own magic. Writing EEPROM, connecting programmer again.